Indiana Jones. It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. The Indiana Jones Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute, the daily podcast in which we get to the heart of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom 1 minute at a time. I'm Pete Mummert.
I'm Tom Taylor.
I'm Jerry Porter.
And today, once again, we're joined by the legendary Christy Porter.
Hey, everybody.
Not
Hey,
the Christy Porter.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And today we're here to discuss Minute 7. Minute 7 begins with Lao Che beaming over the remains of Nurhaci, first emperor of Manchu dynasty, and ends with Indy threatening Willie with a serving fork.
Again.
Again.
He loves that thing.
Yeah. And so we touched on this briefly, I think. Nurhaci was the first emperor of the Manchu dynasty. He rose to prominence in Manchuria in the late 1500s and became the founder of the Qing dynasty, which lasted for almost 300 years, basically into the modern era of China. And so this is a really, really important archaeological find. Like, this is, a huge, huge deal. And I say all that to bring up, like, A, how did Indy find these remains? Because if they came from an archaeological dig, then he literally just stole something from an archaeological dig and ruined any chance they would ever have of being studied historically. And if they weren't from an archaeological dig, shouldn't he have made it an archaeological dig, or else kept its location a secret?
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, and the only other option is that he stole them from a museum, which is also likely.
Maybe he stole it from another crime boss. It just goes from crime boss to crime
Well,
boss.
that would work.
I think that's the only possible good option, I think. Because every other option, Indy looks, I think, kind of bad from an
But I'm
archaeological
wondering
standpoint.
why would Indy be? It makes me think. Why would Indy be interested in a big diamond?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like there's got to be a story behind that diamond. Like, it's the diamond of something. It's like, or the something diamond.
The diamond of Nurhaci.
The diamond of the fair trade diamond of Nurhaci.
It's just
But
hard to match. Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
I was going to say, I mean, I didn't even think about that, Pete, but yeah, if he steals it or he absconds with it from archaeological dig, you think, well, no one's going to know the importance of the turtle with the paddle in its mouth. That was probably some, ancient Chinese iconography, and there'd be dissertations that are going to be never written.
Oh.
And, the fact that it's a diamond does make it.
That makes it so much worse
It does.
to me. Like, it's literally just a stone that seems not to have any, scientific meaning. And so Indy is literally destroying science and history in order to get basically money.
See, I'm chalking this up to, and maybe I'm just giving it way too much credit, but I'm chalking this up to a nice little unexplained detail that we can, fill in however we need to. Like, I hear him say, "Hey, the deal was for the diamond, Lao," and I'm like, "Oh, this is like there's something about this diamond that we don't know about. Like, he's going through great lengths to get this. It's worth trading Nurhaci to get this diamond. Like, there's some significance to it, but we don't." I'm saying that he's not being, he turned down cash. He wants this diamond.
But he
Maybe it goes
doesn't.
in another headpiece.
Yeah, perfect.
Or I don't know. He doesn't say like the deal was for the famed hummingbird diamond, Lao.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, it's just a diamond, which makes me wonder the whole series and his character was he just stealing the Chachapoyan idol just to melt it down because it's gold?
Oh dear. Well, no, Jer, because I think if this one precedes the last one, right? This is a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we have another James Bond reference because he would be in his Daniel Craig stage. Daniel Craig was not very polished. He wasn't a polished Bond.
True.
And he was quite mercenary. Not that Swave,
So his archaeological skills are not quite polished.
Right, or maybe he hasn't found his ethical vein yet.
Yes, he just got his license to dig.
Yeah.
and
License to
he
dig.
hasn't quite, dusted it off yet.
Oh, well, like he squared all that away in Raiders.
Yeah, now he's a pro.
Fortunately, yeah.
Sure he did.
Yeah.
And I'm a little sad because we've just, with that conversation, kind of ended our foray into archaeology for this movie.
That is
But
sad.
it was fun, though. I did enjoy it.
I
Yeah, there are
think
no
there's,
teams
like-
of diggers in this movie, are there? Singing sea shanties. That's too bad.
Oh, makes-
yeah.
Leande. Makes me long for minute 61 or whatever.
But so Indy raises his glass, never stops looking at Lao Che, and says, "Welcome home, old boy."
Mhm.
And so does this mean Indy found Nurhaci outside of China?
Oh,
Or is this just him trying to sound suave and kind of British?
Or he really did belong in a nightclub.
yeah, it's gonna look great on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually think I always took it that way. He found it somewhere other than China, and now he's bringing it home, even though it's going to end up on Lao Che's mantle in his den of ill repute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought maybe he's calling Lao Che old boy.
And maybe Lao Che just got home from a trip.
Yeah.
Welcome
Maybe
home.
he's like, "Welcome home, old boy," and he kind of is saying that to Lao Che.
Yeah. There's some very good Harrison Ford acting in this minute.
Yes.
When he drinks the poison, and then they start laughing, and he does the kind of like finger in the collar thing, but like his he says something about like what does he say? It's like am I losing my hearing or something? Or
No, he says, "Are you trying to develop a sense of
Oh, right.
humor,
Yeah.
or am I going deaf?"
yeah, but the way, which is not a great line, but the way he delivers it, it's like just enough of like, my tongue feels fat or something. There's like something slightly off with him that like not even he realizes yet. But he's kind of like, nom. Differber.
I'll tell you this. You got to read your notes for minute 6, so I'll read my notes for minute 7
right.
about the lines.
All right.
Are you trying to develop a sense of humor, or am I going deaf? Okay, we're at minute 7 of this movie, and this is goose egg number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we got archaeologists or funny little men searching for their mommies.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. There was already, the bolts are coming undone.
Yeah, really.
Yep. Wheels off the buggy.
Then now we got this Nurhaci's a real small guy. And then, I mean, why would it? And it's such a, it's like long and protracted. By the time the joke is out, he should already be dead
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the poison.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you trying to develop a sense of pull on my collar? Or am
Whatever
I
you're
going
saying is not ringing true in my ears, and I take umbrage with it. And we had a deal, and now I'm trying
And
to
by the way,
swallow.
my tongue is swelling.
Well,
Like, I mean, how come he didn't just go, "I'm sorry"?
yeah. Or like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Shut
he's-
up, Lao Che.
He's still trying to use that suave line thing he's got going.
Yeah.
Well, he's
he
trying
is.
it out. He's
Yeah.
trying it out.
He's trying it out. He's a young guy. He's
He-
younger than he was in
Then
Raiders.
he takes a sip of the drink. So and this is before the poisoning. So he takes a sip of the drink. But what I want to know is how he thinks he's going to just walk right out of this club. He's like, "Oh, let me pause to take a little sip here," and like, "All right, now we're all fine." Why would he actually think that he's like, "Okay, I'll be going," or maybe I'll stick around and have another ginger ale or something? Like he's not thinking this through much.
Catch Act 2.
Yeah.
Of anything goes. Well, I that's what I wonder is now how many times have they tried to kill him in at
Yeah.
least in a 24-hour period, but
Yeah.
how is he getting out of here? And I don't know.
They should have thrown Nurhaci from across the room. Bye.
You think?
Thanks.
Well, I was curious about what this poison is, and I did some research into what kind of poisons are indigenous
lay
to
it on me.
China, and our friend John Brugan, our snake expert, might enjoy this.
Woohoo.
There was a poison called goo. It was said to come from South China, and the way they would create this poison is they would seal several venomous creatures in a box. So it'd be like a snake and a scorpion and a centipede and a bunch of things.
I know this joke.
And all these creatures would start eating each other.
It's a sampler package.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, all these creatures start eating each other, and at the end, there's just one left, and he's eaten all of the other poisonous creatures. And so then they take this last creature and they extract the poison, which is now the poison from every single one of these venomous creatures, super concentrated, and that's the poison goo. So I'm hoping that's what's in the glass.
Wait, does that really work?
I don't know.
If I get bitten by a poisonous snake, I don't suddenly develop my own poison that is part
No, but if
snake
we
poison.
eat you, right?
What?
Yeah.
But
If you, that
If
poison
somebody
is
eats
in us.
you, sort of like a turducken, only super poisonous.
I still don't think that's how it... Like, if Batman ate Superman, he wouldn't be able to fly. I have that issue somewhere. I'm going to dig it up and prove it.
But
Well,
if Willie ate a really small guy's, ashes, the ashes would be inside her.
That's true. You can't deny
Well,
that.
Can we all?
Okay, so goo. Okay, so go ahead, goo. That's a pretty good suggestion. Now, is there an antidote to goo? Let's think.
Well,
You-
I was thinking, just can we all agree that the color of the poison is blue?
That's the
No.
antidote.
Yeah, the color the antidote is blue.
And again, you're having the same kind of problem, Jerry. That's just the vial.
Oh, I disagree. I think I'm with Jerry because it always makes me think that it looks like Romulan ale from Star Trek 2. Or maybe even Star
you're
Trek 3.
right. It's the
Oh, boy.
poison. The poison. All right. So the poison. That's right. Is champagne colored.
Yeah.
I always think it looks
Fine.
like it's grapefruit or something.
Well, here's what I
Grapefruit
what I
juice.
don't understand is like, is swirling your finger around in liquid the international sign for I've been poisoned?
Yeah. You put your arms up over your head while you're swirling your finger in your drink.
Like, can you actually feel the poison with your finger?
I can't tell if is there a residue in there? I can't tell. I've always thought that
Yeah.
there was, but I kept trying to look and I couldn't quite tell.
Well, is that what he's doing? Is he's like,
I
oh, I'm
think so.
trying to? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think he's trying
So
to,
then-
like, he's in denial.
But what
but
good is that
then
going to do?
Well,
he's just in
and
denial. He's trying to say,
Yeah.
wait,
Oh,
poison.
there is something fishy in here.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
there
wait,
isn't.
wait. You guys,
Mhm.
this is the
Yeah.
same Indiana Jones who kept sticking his fat fingers in the date bowl with poison. And he didn't recognize the poison in there.
Well, maybe by that point he realized it didn't work. So it's like,
I'm just saying, if you can feel poison with your fingers,
Or maybe he's just checking for some sort of like chalky residue or something. Like he maybe he had some sort of poison. Oh no, they didn't use whatever on me. Uh-oh.
This is the grittiest one of these I've ever had.
The champagne's a little chalky,
Yeah, I don't like this chunky.
chewy.
I will say, if I were more prone to like conspiracy theories or wild sort of fan theories, I would say there's something fishy going on right here. Because while Indy's kind of rubbing his finger inside the glass, the background is really, really hazy. You can just barely see that cigarette girl back there. And the music is exactly the same music you hear when dream sequences start on TV shows.
Oh,
Oh.
It's all like wavy behind him, and you hear that.
oh yeah, that's the poison.
poison. Uh-huh. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Well,
There's
what
a-
I mean,
I was going to say Lao Che has... Did we say Lao Che or Lao Che? Is it a soft CH?
I'm gonna go with Che.
Okay. For some reason, I always want to slip into Lao Che. I don't know why.
Could
But,
be
I'll
that.
say from China.
Yeah, exactly. But does he's got a weird line here that I don't understand, and I wonder if it's from the... I forget if we mentioned before that in the screenplay, this whole scene sort of happens out of sequence or a different sequence. Like he gets poisoned before he turns over Nurhaci and stuff. But Lao Che says, the poison works fast, Dr. Jones, and he's laughing about it. And I kind of don't like the rest of the scene. Like it's like off kilter. Like I don't get why he says that or what the point of that line is. Am I alone?
Isn't he supposed to be turning over the diamond by then? And he's not. He's like,
think
well,
he- Did already maybe? Like I don't remember.
I don't
he's
think-
kind of.
No,
I mean, first of all, he's kind of like, in the locker room, you rat tail somebody in the ass with your towel.
yeah,
Yeah.
that happens all the time in my life.
he's kind of, first of all, he's kind of like, he's kind of ribbing him like, the poison works fast, Dr. Jones. Like he's kind of, and then he's also, as Krista said, he's trying to get the diamond because he's trying to get him to give over the diamond, I think, quickly.
Right.
Before he turns into this gelatinous mess on Club Obi-Wan floor.
I guess that makes sense.
He does remarkably quickly. He puts the diamond back on the Lazy Susan and sends it right around.
He does. He sure does.
And it's a really nice shot of Lao Che and his sons. Like I was saying, sort of like the Dutch masters, but this looks like, those famous Dutch paintings where you would see everyone's illuminated just by a single candle in front of them and their faces are all glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a really nice shot.
Yeah.
Lovely thought, Pete.
Yeah, it's like a Garrett Van Honthorst painting.
I think Lao Che is an absolutely fantastic bad guy.
I like him a lot. He's cool.
Yeah. I'll third
All
that.
right.
He's I don't know. He's not in the movie very long, but he makes an impression. He seems legit. He's got some sort of gravitas to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like that he uses poison.
Sure.
I like
That's dastardly.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
So how does antidote work? Like, is there something in real life where you can drink some poison and then somebody gives you a vial of liquid and you can
Not
drink
really
it, you'll be fine?
recommended.
Antidote.
Yeah, sure. So, for instance, you just mentioned that it was maybe it was scorpion venom.
I just
I know.
tried to find my favorite
it's
poison.
So one of the things that could kill you would be scorpion venom, but that couldn't have been I'm sure they had scorpions in China in 1930, whatever. But that antidote, scorpion, anascorp, that's what called anascorp, was just discovered in the last few years. So that's not it. But there are lots and lots and lots of other good venoms and toxins and so on. And one of them is one of these things would be atropine. So atropine could be a nice poison. It would kill you real fast. You get it from belladonna, deadly nightshade. And it's paralytic, right? Mm-hmm. And the antidote is from another deadly plant, the African calabar bean. And so they can, and if you get that one, then you get, too much activity in the at the muscles. And so, they could certainly work that fast. In fact,
he's flailing around a lot in a couple minutes. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. And he's flushing. That's a sure sign of sort of poisoning. Yeah.
Jared's going to be flushing as soon as we finish this minute.
I mean, Tom.
Busted. Like just a knee-jerk reaction. It was Jer first.
Kinda.
Well, I got a question here because, look, if I was Indy, I mean, at this point, I might just let Lao have the win. He's clearly nefarious. He has the upper hand. I mean, seriously, I would give him the diamond, take the antidote, and be like, "Where did I park my car?"
Right.
Again, how is he gonna just walk right out?
But he does give the diamond back. I mean, it seems like he is sort of doing that. He's sort of like, all right, I give up. Here's your diamond.
Yeah, but I would have. No. He doesn't. He gives the diamond back and he grabs the fork again.
Yeah,
and
he does.
He does the double, and I'd just be like, listen, Lao, it's fine. Keep the diamond. I need the. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, check, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in this scene, like in the Anything Goes song at the beginning, we had all those dancers where they did the splits and then they kind of had reverse film and they came back up. Mm-hmm. And in this scene, you've got Indy. It seems like he grabs Willie's chair with his leg and yanks her back towards him. Like it's sort of the opposite of what he did when he kicked her away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he sort of takes her as a hostage and now she's kind of a human shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He does it a second time and you're like, this is stale. You lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to turn into a Bugs Bunny thing. Like, then he'll get the diamond back, and then he'll get the poison, the antidote, but then he'll give Willie back, and then she has a hole in her dress. And then...
Basically, it should be welcome to the parking lot, old boy.
That's right.
I again have to stress how bad I feel for Willie. Like, I mean, she just came to work. She did her job. She sang a really nice song. She saw a diamond, which she showed some appreciation for. And she's been jabbed in the side once with a fork, and now she's been taken hostage and being threatened with a really sharp fork again.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a good day.
Oh,
No, it's true.
Yeah, stop it, Pete.
When she powders her nose in this scene, she powders her nose in this minute. And what's kind of unusual is she doesn't seem to mind any part of this. Like, she could get up and leave. And for instance, she might say something like, I'm going to go powder my nose.
Right.
And then leave. But she doesn't. Pee. She just sits.
Yeah.
So although she's had a bad day, she could go, somewhere else.
I mean, and this clearly isn't the fistful of dollars Marion.
No.
That we're used to here.
Yeah, I mean, Marion would not be sitting there powdering her nose next to a guy who just stabbed her in the side and then kicked her in a chair.
He'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
She'd have the diamond and the antidote and on her way out the door.
Yeah.
Or Chen would be clubbed over the head with a torch.
Yeah. And Count on would be having a drinking contest with her. And
yeah.
No.
I miss Marion.
That's true.
So Indy grabs her again. After Indy grabs her and takes her hostage, he jabs her again with the fork. And I don't know, just out of pure malice this time, or
I think he's using her as leverage again. He's trying to get, I don't know. Is he?
Yeah, but you can use someone as leverage without actually poking him.
Listen. You're doing this whole Willie dancer thing. Look, she interloped right into this.
Yeah.
She injected herself into this situation and then dropped a whole bunch of, clunkers and it just...
And then didn't leave when she, had been abused.
And she's oblivious to what, the social cues, what's going on, just,
Yeah.
And I'm still going to say that doesn't warrant a jab with a sharp fork.
Yeah.
Seems a little odd.
We're throwing tomatoes at you, Pete.
Team Willie. I have a feeling that's going to be a small team.
Yeah.
I do like, though, that both Willie and Indy seem shocked and betrayed at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or they just Lao.
Yeah, I like that.
Her Lao actually is her best line so far. That's a great Lao.
Yeah, why is that great? I like it too.
It's very convincing.
Yeah.
It's compelling even. Yeah.
She might be good in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying it.
Well, we always have minute 8.
We do.
There's hope for minute 8.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of minute 8, does anybody have any more notes for minute 7?
Nope.
Good.
Then, Tom, can you tell the nice people where they can find us outside of this podcast?
Yes, you can come visit us. You can go to our website at indianajonesminute.com, where you can find all our past episodes. You can find Pete's exhaustively detailed Han Solo Dream Theory pages, where he details how, Christy, it's going to be okay. You just got to accept the truth, and you'll live a lot longer. It's going to be great. But yeah, detailing how Raiders, and we haven't talked about it too much so far by minute 7, but if all these movies might be Han Solo's fever dream while he's in Carbonite. Anyway, you can check out that stuff there, and you can join the conversation at Indiana Jones Minute and the Listener's Crusade on Facebook, and you can check us out on Twitter at Indiana Jones Min. And find us on iTunes and Google Play and all those good places. And stop by and say hello.
And you can join us all right back here tomorrow, here for minute 8 of the Indiana Jones Minute.
Wow.
Wow!
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 Antidote.
Oh my.